Hey, what's up everybody? Let's do another video on a big common topic, navigating and analyzing track day traffic. This is a big thing that comes up with a lot of track day riders, really trying to set up passes, learning how to read the riders and everything else. So let's see what's all involved with this. Alright, first and foremost, I do have two entirely different mindsets, right? I have my racing mindset and my track day mindset. You'll see here that I'm always on the conservative side in terms of passing and everything else like that because it's a track day, right? None of this really matters anyways, so I would much rather hold back, lose a few seconds per lap to ensure a clean pass for both myself and the riders up ahead. Alright, I can see the big conga line already forming, so we're going to have a lot of fun here working on this. Going in through turn 5, I see a guy on a big bike, right? He's got a good drive, and of course he's going to gap me, so I realize he's on a big bike, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and try to make up a lot of that time on the brakes here going into 7. Yep, as suspected, I'm assuming he's going to be slow through the S's. I'm waiting, give him a little bit of berth there just in case he is a little bit erratic. He's not. Slip on by there through the S's. Not too bad. Coming around through here, I'm watching the conga line, see how bad it is. You'll notice I'm going to hug a little bit closer to the left there. There we go, because I'm trying to cut up on the inside of the right so I can pick off. Alright, got one guy. Easy enough. Let's watch this guy. He's a little crossed up. Transitioning kind of slow. A little erratic. Alright, let's pass him here. Easy day. This guy. Oh, this guy in this orange. Man, he's all over the place. Yep, you can pull the throttle on that fucking R1. Gassing it, looking weaving left to right, and then he chokes up, pulls back on the pass. I'm gonna give this guy a lot of room because I don't trust him. Coming through, and he stands the bike up for no reason. Yep, that's why I give him room. So of course he's an R1, right? So great job, dude. You can twist the throttle open on that straight. Let's see what happens here. And he's going. Why the fuck are you going to the left? Oh my God, what are you guys doing? All right, noted. Give those guys plenty of room. Just trying to figure out where the fuck to go through here, because this rider's literally everywhere. Hi Alan, he's on the left there. There we go. Thank God I got around him. I don't have to worry about him. Past a few guys there. Let's see, driving down through 4. All right, I recognize Corbo there. Corbo, let off on that brake lever, man. I told you. Damn it, man. That's alright. We'll work on that later. Let's see at the gap we can close up here in the 7. I'm pretty good on the brakes in 7. This is my money maker on the track. There we go. Close up quite a few bike lengths on these guys. Watching them. Watching where this rider's going. Watching how he's trying to set up the passes. See how consistent they might be. Look at that. Now see that guy made that inside pass there? We're going to have some fun later on. But he's clean, he's consistent. I like it. So this was a little mismanaged on my part. I waited a fraction of a second too long. But it was clean, he saw me, it's all good. It's alright, I'll give him the top of the hill. Yeah, the guy on the newer R6 up front, like I said, he's clean, he's smooth. So I see him. And so I'm trying to track them down as safe as I can within the traffic here. But you'll notice a general gist of all this is I'm looking ahead, I'm scanning ahead, I'm trying to watch what these guys are doing in the lines that they're taking, and I'm altering my corner entry based on where I predict to pass them, right? So you'll see more often than not, I'm taking a different line on my entry to set myself up for the exit because I want to pass that guy either a corner or two later on in comparison to the corner that I actually saw them on, right? So now we get some clear track. You can see my lap timer. The predictive timer, personal best for that session is at the top, and the predicted lap time is the running thing. So right now it's predicted to be just under a second faster than the 154.5. It occasionally zeroes out in the video. I have no idea why it does that. I'd have to ask AIM why it does that. Anyways, these guys are rolling pretty good. All right, see the gap can close up. Yep, no big surprise here. Close this up. This guy's body position. Look how slow he is to transition left and right. I know he's not going to be all that fast for the S's, right? It's easy enough to pick off. Same thing. You're going to notice I'm going to go hug the left here because I want to try to cut up to the right. See how it drastically alters the line difference there? Easy enough. A little close here. This guy, I don't know what he's doing with his body position. He's like adding his lean angle late, halfway through the corner. That's not how you do that. Pass him because he's a little erratic. This guy kind of looks like he's riding a 500 GP two-stroke. He's crossed up as can be. Good old throttle jockey on a big bike. No surprise here. Can't commit to a pass. Not a real big fan of that. Whatever. Pass him on the brakes. This guy on the R6 looks pretty smooth, consistent. He's not drifting out wide, holding his line. I trust him. Alright, come around its inside. Easy though. I'm sorry, the outside. There we go. Starting to get a little bit of clean traffic and finally start dropping some time a little bit here. Straight up and down on the brake pass, it's pretty easy. It's a Trackday group. Nobody's fast here. Going through turn 1, turn 2. The guy's not bad. He should have drove a little harder through turn 1. No big deal. Easy to pick off. Alright, now I'm already looking ahead here. This group up ahead. Predicting I'll probably see them in turn 7-ish, give or take. Depending on how much time I can make up here going into 5. A lot more than I expected here. Whoa, that's a lot more. Looks like Dorsey there. He's trying to figure out how to get around these guys too. No big deal. I'll just do my classic turn 7 brakes. Yep, easy enough. Alright, let's watch this guy in the R1. He's another Trackday hero on the R1. That's alright, we'll dispose of him in the S's here. Yep. Alright, so here's the guy on the R6 that's really clean. Point out a couple things. I followed him for a few laps. Took me longer to pass him than I originally anticipated. But he's really smooth, right? Look how fast he transitions. And notice when he transitions from left to right, he never moves his lower body, and he just adds more upper body tipping to help him finish the corner, right? This guy is really, really clean and really smooth to watch. I'm still holding back. I don't recognize him. I have no idea who he is. And again, it's a Trackday, right? I got nothing to lose by beating him and taking any kind of sketchy or risky pass. It's just not worth it. But at this point, he and I both get some clear track. There we go. Got some time off, and there we go. So now I got a little. Now I got a carrot to chase here. This guy's rolling pretty good. Now I'm like, well, shit. Now I have to actually try to catch up to this guy. Make up some time in turn 3. He's a little off on his mid-corner pace here. You'll see I'll catch up to him in certain spots. But I had the upper hand of being able to watch him for a few laps here to figure out where is a good, clean place to get him. And again, look at his lines, man. He's good. Notice he sets his lower body up for the corner early on. Look how fast he transitions, right, from left to right, maintaining that faster corner speed. And that's the big difference compared to the other riders that we saw early on, right? You can almost kind of see it if you go back and watch their body position, how slow they were to transition, and that just transfers to the overall pace of the overall pace that you're running on track. But here he is. He's a little lost up here at the top of the hill. He's kind of chokes up a little bit there. Definitely made up some time. I was slow to react to get back on the gas, so he kind of gets me on the straight here a little bit. But again, I'm leaving a bit of a safety margin because it's just a track day. This isn't a sprint race. If it was a sprint race, it'd be a different mindset totally. Look at that. See how he transitions his ass over to the left side for turn 19? And he does that all the way down the straight, and that way he's already set up for turn 1. This guy definitely can ride. It's not his first time on a racetrack. Gets real good drive out of 2. Alright. Work a little bit here going into turn 3. Again, very smooth. Notice how I'm watching how his smoothness of his body inputs to the bike makes the chassis that much smoother compared to those other riders, right? If you go back again, you watch them, the other ones through the S's, the bike's gonna look a lot more unstable, and that's because it's the riders being lazy or whatever you want to call it in their riding style, and that's directly transferring to the bike, and that's affecting the stability. Here we are making up some ground on them. Now I'm just still watching them. I'm gonna feel them out here going into the turn 12. Again, I misjudged him. I should have drove harder coming out of here. You see how I had it set up, but I held back, and I'm like, not worth it. But he's clean. Clean lines, good pace. Again, he's a little slow here. Top of the hill cost him. No big deal. Again, I choked up and got on the gas a little too late, and that allowed him to pull that gap on me. But again, it's not a sprint race, doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's taking the exact lines where I want to be. Look at it. He looks over his shoulder because he can hear me. Nah, man, I'm just hanging back watching you. Consistent. All right. Less than 1/10 of a second difference. Like, again, this guy can ride. But we're close enough that I think this lap I'll find a spot I can get him. Well, there we go. Breaking the rear end loose a little bit. Can usually make up ground here. Yep. Make up a good fair amount of bike lengths driving into 5. People always overslow for 5. You can carry so much more speed through there. But now we're pretty close. I'm going to see if I can get him on the brakes in the 7. Again, that's my money maker. Damn. There we go. Alright, now that he's behind me, let's see what I can do. Got the slow rider in front of me. I'll go around to his left. Yep. Oh, alright. Typical swoopy style of riding. That's pretty standard for a Trackday rider on a big bike. Whatever. There we go. Now I get to be able to run the line that I want. And let's see if I can put down a faster time without following that other guy. So I cut the video short after this because there's really nothing else to see because there wasn't any more traffic to run into. But hopefully that was helpful in some regard of kind of what's going through my mind and being able to analyze and watch the riders. And I can't stress enough that how important it is to set the passes up in advance, 1 or 2 corners in advance. But anyways, there we go. Drop some time, and alright, see you guys out there on the track.